Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Thursday, May 4th, 2023. Stand up for your country. Things are changing very rapidly, not only in the USA, but all over the world. And many people are clueless. They don't know what is coming down the road. So we are here, the No Spin News, on television and radio, to enlighten everyone about what we are going to see. This isn't a guess. This is going to happen. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. It's all about artificial intelligence. It's coming up faster than most people believe. There are huge corporations involved in manufacturing and marketing AI, and they are making unbelievable strides in the technological area. I'll just give you two examples, IBM and Google. Okay, so AI is going to affect us all. Even if you live in a very rural area and you don't have a lot to do with many people, it's going to touch you, this artificial intelligence. So the Biden administration announced today that $140 million of government money, taxpayer money, is going to go into researching AI. That is nothing. That's like putting a quarter into it. So I don't even know why the Biden administration is doing this, other than, to be politically correct. It's only to, I guess, apply AI in the federal area. Just doesn't have anything to do with private research. As I mentioned, the big corporations, the tech corporations, are into this. Huge, because they know what's coming down the pike. Some stats before I get very specific about how it's going to influence you and what we're going to see. So 25% of jobs will be negatively impacted in the next 5 years, according to World Economic Forum. That's 25% of all jobs all over the world, which means you're going to take a salary cut or you're going to be dismissed. A study by Goldman Sachs predicts that the fast-growing mass adoption of AI will impact 300 million jobs globally. Now that means some jobs will be created, but others will be banished. But 300 million jobs. And this is where it comes home to you and your kids and your friends. So there will be an incredible loss of opportunity for people who are going into the standard issue jobs. Okay. Now, the reason that the companies worldwide want this, they want fewer human beings, is twofold. In the United States, most companies, mine, as an example, small business, have to pay health care for humans who are working for us. And those healthcare costs are going up and up and up. If I got a little robot, I don't have to pay healthcare costs. I have to pay maintenance, but it's nothing like healthcare costs. And the second is that human beings are a pain in the butt. This human resources stuff, this woke stuff, this equity stuff in the marketplace, people don't know how bad this is. So you have a disgruntled employee, okay? That employee turn around and sue you for whatever. Doesn't matter. I mean, CNBC, big NBC Comcast corporation, had to fire a guy, big mogul, who was having an affair, allegedly, but the guy admits it, with a CNBC employee for 11 years. 11 years. That's a long affair. So the woman employee, when they did not renew her contract at CNBC, sued the guy and Comcast for harassment. It's a long trail now, okay? Now, I'm not making light of this. I don't know what happened. But I'm telling you that in every corporation, lawsuits are piling up and eating into the bottom line, the profits. And if you have a little robot zooming around or whatever they're going to come up with, you don't have to deal with that. So you combine the healthcare costs with the human resources, and the companies go, give me as many robots as you can get. Now, how does this work? So I did an experiment with my nephew, who's a genius tech guy. So I said, get me one of my columns written by artificial intelligence. So I write columns every week, and I write messages of the day every day on BillO'Reilly.com. So he feeds in information from my columns, my nephew does, and he says, I want a column written like Bill O'Reilly would write it. And 10 minutes later, there it is. But it lacked any panache or humor or any of that. It had the facts, and it presented the facts like I do in a linear fashion, A, B, C, D, E. The AI, whatever it was, did that, but it didn't have any panache. It didn't have any dash to it. It was flat, okay? So I'm sitting there, I have no blanket clue about any of this, and there goes my column, comes out, heading of the column by Bill O'Reilly, boom, 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 boom. Kids in school, they get an assignment to write a paper, bang, they kick it in and the paper comes right back to them. Did you know that? I bet you did. High school and college. So now what's going to have to happen is the high school teachers are going to have to do away with papers and have oral exams face to face with the urchin. Because the urchins, many of them, are cheating, putting in the AI, and the paper comes right back out. Tell me about Woodrow Wilson in World War I. There's a half hour, boom, there's the paper. Okay? You see? Now this affects everybody. So in 5 years, you're going to go to the McDonald's window. I hope you don't, because McDonald's is bad for you. All right? And you're going to speak into a microphone. It's not going to be a human being. It's going to be a little machine taking your order. And then another machine will gather it up and put it in a bag, and another machine will give it to you. And even on a cashier basis, you might have a machine doing it. I don't think so. I think they'll probably have a human being by the cash register, but I could be wrong. All right. And then how about cleaning your house? A lot of domestics. Well, you're going to buy a little house cleaner machine. And you'll tell the machine, clean the bathroom. Beep. All right. So all of this it's coming. And it's going to disrupt human interactions and all of that. But the corporation is going to make more money, far more money with AI. Far more money. Because they don't have to pay the benefits and the health and everything else, and they don't have to deal with the craziness that human beings bring to the marketplace. So, all of that is coming. How do you protect yourself? Final part of this memo. We are here, by the way, the No Spin News, to help your life. If you don't believe that by now, I don't know what to do. When you become a premium member or a concierge member to BillO'Reilly.com, your life will be enhanced immediately, because we do a lot of reporting and a lot of other things to help you. Okay? And we are essentially a news presentation where we tell you what's really happening. No spin, obviously, that's our motto. But also, I tailor the broadcast to bring you information you're going to need to prosper in a totally changing society. Totally. Okay, so the final thing is, if you are a low-level worker, a wage earner that is working in the service industry, or you're doing something that is easily replaced, you got to go back to school, community college, or online, and you got to get a skill. Skilled people will always be needed. If you can make a company money, they'll hire you despite the health and all of that. Okay? Skilled people. But if you have no skills and no education, and you can barely speak English, and you have a tattoo on your forehead, believe me, you are going to be really up against it. And the American welfare state is going to increase exponentially. because people will not be able to make a living in the lower strata. You're going to have to be able to do something. Everybody has talents. Figure it out what yours is and develop it to the highest degree. That is the memo. Well, you did the tough thing during COVID. You paid your people and pulled your business through the pandemic. And now you could qualify for up to $26,000 per employee at covidtaxrelief.org. Government funds are available to reward companies with 2 or more employees who stayed open during COVID. This is not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. Nobody knows about this more than the CPAs and tax experts at covidtaxrelief.org. You pay nothing up front. They do the work and share a percentage of the cash they get back for you. Even those businesses who took PPP loans can qualify. Nonprofits and churches as well. So let covidtaxrelief.org help you get up to $26,000 per employee. Visit covidtaxrelief.org. That's covidtaxrelief.org. Okay, let's go to the mail. Al, concierge member. Al gets direct access to me, and Al's life is a lot better because of it. Right, Al? If I'm not telling the truth, you send me a letter, bill@BillO'Reilly.com, bill@BillO'Reilly.com. Al says, I agree with you, O'Reilly, 100% about Mitch McConnell. He is the main reason I left the Republican Party. I am now a registered independent. Yeah, McConnell killed Kate's Law. Not a good guy. Craig Zenz, Westminster, Maryland. I want to ask you about Kate's Law. You said that Senator McConnell stopped it by coupling it with another proposal against sanctuary cities. You went further to say that he knew it would fail because Democrats would never vote against sanctuary cities. So far, you are 100% accurate, Craig. What I still don't understand is why would he want Kate's Law to fail in the first place? I don't know. Now, I've heard secondhand that he didn't want that punk O'Reilly, me, dictating senatorial policy. I don't know whether that's true or not. I was amused by it. Joseph Molinelli, Quag, Long Island. Hey, Bill, I remember you pushing Kate's Law, and Senator McConnell does not care about it. He never did. Thanks for trying so hard. You're welcome, and it was a noble effort. And again, if we had Kate's Law, those people slaughtered in Texas this week would still be alive. Wayne, concierge member, do not forget anarchy is by design. It is not so much immigration that is what the left wants, it's the chaos that ensues. Okay, I think you can make an argument for that. It's a philosophical argument, but I'm not going to reject it. All right, Angelo Di Donato, Macomb, Michigan. Bill, you mentioned that you have to be a U.S. citizen to vote, but when a viewer expressed concern about non-citizen voting, you are correct, but isn't it also true that some states are issuing licenses without any ID requirements, and you use a license to register to vote? Yes, there are states like California making it easy for illegal aliens to vote by doing just what you said, but it's still a felony. They'll never prosecute it, but got to crack down. You know, if there is a Republican Congress next time around, got to crack down on this stuff. Elsie, concierge member. God, we have a lot of them now. Bill, very happy to read you got your colonoscopy. I blew it off and did not take the advice of my doctor, and now I'm undergoing radiation and chemotherapy for colon cancer. Elsie, I'm really sorry. I know how brutal that can be. My father had to go through it, the chemo. Thank you for writing. So if your doctor tells you to do something, please do it. Oof. Buddy Redoble. And Buddy is in Peoria, Arizona. My wife and I are in our late 70s. We've been loyal Fox viewers. Our disappointment has steadily grown since you departed. And now we are not going to watch any longer. Okay. And it's your choice as a consumer, and that's send messages like the Bud Light thing. Jackson Fitterer, Bismarck, North Dakota. Bill, I watched you when you were on Fox when I was 18 years old. Enjoyed your analysis. I continue to watch Fox after you left, but it's simply never the same. I became a premium member on BillO'Reilly.com. It's nice to be back. And we are very happy to have you, Jackson. I hope you really benefit from it. Nathan Kerr, Green Lawn, New York. Saw the no spin zone for the first time since you left Fox. I'm getting a lot of new people. Great to see you back at 8 p.m. You mentioned 50 plus needing to take care of themselves physically. Was wondering when you say drastically cut sugar, what you did. I cut the sugar. No bread except for sourdough, which doesn't turn to sugar. Okay, 2 desserts a week, maybe 3, but they're rationed. No sugar snacks. No sugar drinks. Sugar drinks are what really kills you. It's a discipline, but it's not that hard. And then I walked the Terra dog longer than I used to. Okay, and now I'm much better shape than it was 2 years ago. Okay, Team Normal. We want you on the team. It is basically sending a message. We've had enough of this radical garbage in America, the Team Crazy. We've had enough. We are Team Normal. Hats, shirts, mugs, bumper stickers. For Mother's Day, we've got a special ladies shirt, okay? If you purchase that for Mother's Day, you get any of my books audio free. And 2 free bumper stickers that say, atheism, nothing there. Nothing there. Got the other atheism thing, you're blocking it there with that. This is what the bumper sticker looks like. There we go. Okay, now if you buy anything on BillO'Reilly.com, you get the 2 stickers free. Word of the day, do not be furtive, F-U-R-T-I-V-E, when writing to me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Name and town if you wish to opine. Final thought in a moment. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year, stocks dropped a whopping 20%. 2023 could be worse. You are right to be worried. So call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I've been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers and have the highest rating in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. Okay, here's the final thought of the day. Gallup took a poll, and half of Americans are worried that their money is not safe in the banks. That's because they read all this stuff on the internet. Don't do that. You got money in a bank, $250,000 is what you're insured for by the federal government. If the bank goes under, anything bad happens, you got to get the $250,000. If you have more than that, you just get different banks. I would go to banks that I don't think you want to go to Ziggy's bank. Okay, you want to go to the bigger banks you know are going to be around. You don't want to go to Clara's bank. Okay, be smart, but don't be afraid of that. What you should be afraid of is the Biden administration and what is happening behind the scenes. And I wrote a message of the day about that. It's on BillO'Reilly.com. And I list the stuff that's reality. That's reality. That's happened, and most Americans don't even know it. They don't even know it. So just download that message of the day and send it to all your friends. It's easy. And that's Team Normal stuff. That's what we're doing here. All right. So anyway, I really appreciate you watching and listening on our 100 radio stations across the country to the No Spin News. Sunday column noon. I want you to have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.